eliminate these lists of words to create more financial abundance into your life. Okay, the first one is debt free. So remember, our subconscious mind is not processing don't, can't, won't, no. All it's processing is the main symbols and pictures of whatever you're talking about. So what I mean by that, if I say I want to be debt free, what am I actually focused on? I'm focused on the debt. And so the more you focus on paying off your bills or not being in debt, the more you're actually creating debt in your life. Because again, if I say debt free, my subconscious mind is now focused on debt. So we want to switch that with abundance, right? Or having a certain amount of surplus of income. So let's say you are in $50,000 worth of debt and all you focus on is having $100,000 of liquid cash. Well, that presupposes that all your debt is paid in full. So again, start focusing on where you want to go rather than what you're wanting to get away from. Number 2 is the word need, okay? The word need presupposes what we call pain motivation. So when we're motivated to do things in life, we're either motivated to avoid pain or to go towards pleasure. So when we say, I need to do this, I need to make more money, I need to pay my bills, well, that's presupposing that there's some type of pain or consequence that you're wanting to avoid. And if you're always focusing on what you need, you will create inconsistent motivation into your life. So instead of saying, I need to make more money, it's, I'm excited to make more money. I'm going to make more money, or I'm looking forward to making more money, because now we're focusing on where we want to go rather than what we're running away from. Do me a favor, hit the like button if that made sense. If you understand the difference between running away from your pain motivation and going towards what you want, hit that like button. Next is financial security, okay? Think about the word secure. Is the word secure in expansion or is it in contraction? Think about when you're securing something, you feel like you're almost holding on, you're trying to keep it safe. So if you're always focused on financial security, you're at a low level of consciousness when it comes to manifesting success and abundance. Again, you're thinking of scarcity. I have to hold on to this. I don't want to lose it, right? That's the energy that goes into financial security. So again, I would replace it with the word abundance. You could have, again, surplus, anything that is focused on expansion rather than contraction. Okay, same with the next word, is looking for financial stability. So if you're looking for financial stability, that presupposes that you feel unbalanced or that you're unstable or it's up and down, and you're just looking for it to be stable. Now, this is, in my opinion, a better word than security is stability. However, again, if you have a financial abundance, and what I would really do is take this word and focus on what that means to you. Is some people think it's 100,000, some people think it's 1 million, some people think it's 10 million, some people think it's $50 million. So are you really looking for financial stability, right? Kind of just hanging in there, barely getting by? Or are you looking for millions and millions of dollars in net worth or surplus? So again, eliminate security, eliminate stability, and start thinking of where you want to go. And next is the word should, all right? So the word should presupposes there's guilt, there's regret, there's shame, and guilt, regret, and shame are some of the lowest frequencies that we can vibrate at, okay? So instead of saying, man, I really should do this, I really should do that, say to yourself, you could do this, okay? So could is going into expansion. So all these words you're seeing on the left here are contraction words, right? It's going inward, it's holding it close, it's pulling it towards you in the sense of being scarce, right? Scarcity. Where these words here are expansion and into possibilities of what you can create and abundance. So we want to do our best to catch these words and switch them, right? So instead of saying should, hey, I could do this. I could make more money. Or man, I should really get this project done. I should really make more money. No, hey, I could make more money. I could get this project done. And how am I going to go about doing that? Okay, and last one is I have to or I must, okay? So these words are very similar to need. I need to, I have to, I must. Now, having to and must are a different level of saying I need. So I need to is like, I need to go to the gym. And then it's like, okay, I have to go to the gym. Now you're taking a step further. I must is I must do this or else. There's a huge consequence if I don't. The challenge with always waiting until you have to do something or until you must do something, it's usually when people hit rock bottom. So again, going back to what we talked about, the pain motivation. I must do this or else. Very rarely do people say, I must do this because I really want to have an amazing life. No, it's usually, I must eat healthy or I'm going to die. I must make this money or I can't pay my bills. So again, get out of I have to, I must, to I get to do this, right? I get to make more money. I get to do what I love. I get to, if this is talking about eating healthy and go to the gym. So again, these are contraction, these are scarcity. This is running from pain rather than going towards pleasure and what you want. So again, start weaving these words into your language patterns and you will not only for yourself start to feel abundant, you will also start to create abundance in those around you. Because instead of, again, always being in scarcity and stability, and I should do this, and I need to do this, and I have to do this, you start speaking those words and it will start to affect the people that you're around. All right, guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment your favorite one of these words. Which aha did you have? And if you're somebody who really wants to go deep and program your mind to make more money, you're a business owner, you're a sales professional, you're like, Dom, I want that fast result. This stuff is cool, but this is going to take me longer to implement. I want to just reprogram my mind for success. There's going to be a link down in the description for you to book a free assessment with my team. And if you're somebody who feels called to help people like myself, either you want to learn these tools to help yourself or help others, there's going to be a free hypnosis training down in the description. So go ahead and click those buttons now. We'll see you guys in the next video.